Alright, so on the left is the chat that I had with Gemini, but on the right is the PDF version of that chat. So I was able to export my Gemini chat as a PDF document. Now, technically, it is not something that you can do right now on Gemini. As far as I know, there is no native or official feature on Gemini that you can use to download the whole chat as a PDF document. But the question is, how do I able to get this PDF document? Well, there is one new feature that was recently added to Gemini, and we can kind of use that to export the Gemini conversation. Now, again, this is not exactly the official feature, and also if you want to get the best output format, the best export format, I do recommend to just use a Chrome extension, which is something that I have talked about on my previous video. You can check it out on my channel. So in this video, I'll show you the other method that you can try. So let's try with this chat. I have a somewhat long chat on Gemini talking about the best open source AI models. Now, here, we want to utilize something called code execution, or basically now it is possible to generate a document directly on Gemini. This is actually a really new feature. I think it was released about 2 days ago, maybe even less than that. So it is still very new. And this is the prompt that I'm going to use. You can find the prompts that I'll use in this video in the description down below. And basically, here, I'm going to tell Gemini that I want I wanted to export all of our conversation as a PDF document. Do not skip any word. Additionally, I prefer the document to be very simple and with minimal formatting. Now, do not click the send button or the submit button yet, because you have to select the best model. At the moment, if you want to get the longest possible answer from AI, use the pro variation, because in the pro variation, you will get in total 65,000 tokens maximum, and that is equal to 49,000 words. And just to give you some perspective, these books have a similar amount of words. So if you have a very long conversation on Gemini, I think the pro variation is the best bet if you want to get or maintain the accuracy of each letter or even each word on the conversation. Now, if you have a much longer conversation, then I guess you can use the second prompt. This is basically telling AI to maybe summarize or make some text to be a bit smaller, a bit more concise, so it can fit within the limit of the maximum output tokens on the Gemini model, the pro variation of the Gemini model. Now, after that, you can send the message. Let me just select Pro and send the message. Now, PDF is not the only format that you can use. There are many more formats that are available on Gemini right now. If you check this official announcement, you'll see that there are other formats like the Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, PDF, DOCX, XLSX, CSV, LaTeX, TXT, RTF, and even Markdown. Now, there is a reason why in the prompt I mentioned that I want to have a very minimal or simple formatting, because again, it is going to run a code execution, and the more formatting, the more style, the more color that you have on the document, then the more codes or tokens that will be used to generate the answer. And that could be quite detrimental if you have a very long chat or a very long document. So I do recommend to use a very minimal formatting, unless if you're comfortable with perhaps you are okay with a slightly longer generation, and also if you don't have a very long chat, I guess you can add some formatting to make the document looks a bit prettier. And also, I guess if you really want to only get the text, then select the .txt format, because that's just plain text, no formatting, no styling whatsoever. And there you go, your PDF document is ready. I can open it, and you can preview it. If you like it, you can click the download button, and that will be saved directly to your computer. So there you go. This is the document that I got from Gemini. I don't have to use any third-party tool. Everything was done directly in the Gemini platform. It is really cool, and it is definitely a lot more convenient than having to manually export every single answer from Gemini as a Google Docs document, and then you have to stitch them together into a single document, which is kind of cumbersome. So I'm glad that at least we got this new update from Gemini that at least allows us to get the PDF version of the Gemini conversation. So I hope you learned something from this video, and if you do like this video, please consider subscribing to this channel. And if you want to see more things that you can do with AI, then check out this video up here, and I'll see you there.